starting in 5 seconds, but I'll wait until we get some people in first.
You stream on EQ or... Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
can see
EQ.
already.
Yeah.
Downtime.
I'll wait till there's like...
That's a great name.
I'll wait till there's a few people in, you know. Wait till it's notified. Can't remember what the channel's called. Where is it? Where is EQ? I've gone blind. There it is. Got it. Found it. I'm going to take 10 minutes. Talk show and podcasts. I'd like to see. Yeah, I'll wait until the notification goes live and then I'll start.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not too bad. Makes it easy. I honestly just forgot all about the podcast, to be honest. And then I was like, right, okay, well, I could do jungle again. But, I said again, I could do jungle, but that would be like top jungle mid. So I was like, no, you know what, I'll get support and then, you know.
Support players are underrated.
Yeah, support players are underrated.
Yeah, that's what this podcast is about. That's what it's all.
And jungle players are overrated, to be honest.
Yeah, they get one gank off.
True monster.
Best in the league. So, 3 viewers so far. Oh boy. Getting there. Getting there. I don't think the notification takes that long to come out. I think, what is it, 5 minutes or 10 minutes? Hopefully it's not 10. I've got the notification on my Twitch, but it's not where I want it.
No, it doesn't show anything.
Different. I like your picture for him.
Shakes.
That's the dematerializer icon, right?
Yeah, it is. Old LLS memes, just saying. It was at a time when we... What was it? I think FTG played with fucking 5 binary commands. So I was like... And I had that icon. I had that one with something else with like... what was it? I think with Chain Vest. Because,
yeah.
You know, top lane, yeah,
I
tank
think
player,
I think
whatever.
I've seen the chain vest.
And then I changed it to Derametalizer.
Oh, Wayne's here. Hello, Wayne. Scared to get. It's not like Wayne at all. So, Dan, you found nothing else but a duck.
Yeah, I mean, I could have used a picture.
It's a cute
Then-
duck, but
I was just going through my face pictures. That went. Any.
Is he cutting out for you too?
yeah, a
Or
little
just
bit.
me? Yeah.
I from my settings.
Voice activation.
Oh boy,
Yeah. There you go.
Huh? Should be better, I think.
Is
maybe,
that better?
might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Sounds better.
Maybe I'll turn it down lower. I don't have to shout.
Come on, where's this notification? Jesus. I prepared a big intro, what I was going to say, you know. Nah, I didn't really, but it's pretty easy.
And just let someone post us in there somewhere, and then just add everyone, like the bot does.
Yeah, it takes 5
It's
minutes.
normally in announcements, right? Yeah.
It takes 5 minutes. 5 minutes? Been live for ages. Been live for 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Not that long, actually. Can't wait for Fat Raccoon's talk. No spoilers, no spoilers.
Who's saying that? Wayne?
Yeah.
Wayne, suck my dick.
Whoa! Remember, this is EQ. I've got to.
No, it's actually downtime.
I've got to be a responsible content creator whilst I'm 3Q. You know, if I can't just say bad words or.
I mean, if I tap out, if I fall asleep, meanwhile, just wake me up. By the way, demo talk.
Oh boy.
Feel sad.
5 minutes and 20 seconds. Where is it? Where's my
What?
notification? Alright, Ferum, come down. Anytime, Daddy Dan.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
I'm not going to respond to that.
I said it's been almost 6 to Dylan. The lies. It's been 6 minutes now. Where's my notification? 5 years. What's this? Should be 25.
Just ask someone to post it.
You did?
No, you posted.
No, I'm not posting. I'm doing the normal way. I call shade.
Yeah.
What does shade mean? Does that mean lies?
Like you're throwing shade at him, like you're calling him out.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah. I've heard it's like shady stuff, so I guess yeah. Alright. I quite like that meme, actually. Command tab. Oh, now he's doing it. I'm just watching Dylan do it.
Oh, there it is.
But hey, now we're live. Okay, gonna start it now. Okay, now welcome back to the second episode of Downtime. It says and demo, but it should. Sabbath really tilts me with that. It should be Downtime with demo, like I said last time. I have Ferum and Olympia joining me. Ferum and Olympia joining me for the second episode. I was going to get Jungle, but I decided to shake up, not make things too obvious, and get the most important role in the game right now. So, welcome, gentlemen. Ferum, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Just chilling, and yeah, nothing much.
What have you done?
Yes, have my beans on toast.
Oh.
I'm good.
Oh.
Absolutely stuffed. Like, I swear they need to make cans of beans that are like for one person, not for like 4.
They do. They make the small ones.
Oh shit, I don't even know.
Yeah, they make the small ones.
Fuck.
Yeah, you can get like spaghetti letters. You can get like spaghetti hoops, spaghetti letters. Yeah, you get the kids ones. They're so good.
Literally never seen them before in my life.
See, I was going to message you, Flunky, but you don't play in the league anymore, or as a sub. So
Yeah, he
I
asked
can't-
first me who should be on, and I was like, whatever, get Flunky in.
I don't realize my golf clubs are actually in the back of me as well. But there. Yeah. So starting things off, I'll start off with Ferum. Nice opening question. So I hear you are moving back to top lane for next split. Care to explain the decision making behind that, leaving such a fantastic role that is support?
It just kinda. I feel like it's just like the champion pool is interesting, and for this bit I want to try out something new and just play, I guess, support before I played EDC, but wasn't really in the league, you can say. Yeah, I just want to play top lane again because of the champion pool, and I feel like it's the best role I can actually play, and it's way easier to just be laid back and just play top lane, focus on yourself instead of playing support and being like more of a leading role.
Oh, so you
Because
want to take a back seat?
Yeah,
You
I like backseat gaming.
You don't want the leadership.
Someone told me how to like do it. Demo.
You don't want the leadership of being a captain and having to micromanage a team and
No,
get early.
that fucking sucks to do.
Yeah, it's cancerous.
Yeah, fair enough. Just wants the easy life. Okay, fair enough. What about you, Dan? Are you thinking about any changes to your role for next split? I know you got uni work as well.
Farrakhan's just basically gone boom, right?
Well. I was going to save this for later on, but we seem to have just jumped right into it.
So I mean,
Um,
my role will just be. I won't have one.
I mean,
like
okay, it's not quite boom. It's not quite boom, is it? It's just some fortunate mishaps with some players, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we've never once had a stable roster. I think the longest we've held a roster for is like 2 weeks, and then we've got like a new player in somewhere else,
Well,
which is like no one's fault, but like just being unlucky. And then we've had all these problems that we've never sorted out. So it'll probably just be best to put the Fat Raccoons to rest. They can be a legacy of. I don't know what legacy they'd have.
well, I mean,
But
who's Mike's
anyway.
made?
No, none. It's memeing.
I hope so. I was just thinking, I was like, wait, am I muted? Wait, hang on. No, I'm not. I'm sure I'm not. I don't think I am. But no, I just, yeah. It's a frustrating time, really, because we brought in Mitri, right, who's obviously, you know, played multiple roles, and I don't know actually what we would have done without him. Obviously, he was on Nox before. And unfortunate mishaps there. And now he's on FR, but without him playing, I don't know where it would be, because yeah, as you say, new players every week, and you know, Mario just started working, so you know, we've not had him play, even though we brought him in to start AD carry, and I was playing AD, and you know we know how that one goes, but yeah, so it's unfortunate, but speaking of teams that could go boom, I hear Nox are going to be making a few changes for next split.
Huh?
Well, I mean, obviously you go on top, and then Dan might possibly be going to Igni, and I see Joel's not playing the rest of this split, so I mean that's a few changes already, right?
Yeah, it's nothing much, to be honest. It's just like people want to do other stuff. Like as an example, there are already people know that RDC most likely will leave and then go to Ignim. They want to form a team, so that will be fun. And yeah, I'll go top lane, and then we will see the rest, kinda. Yeah.
Fair enough. So
I guess a split's a long time, right? So people just like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How long is
12
it?
weeks, yeah, 3 months. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
when you
People
think
change
about
a
it,
lot like that.
yeah, I mean, there has been a lot of change, and obviously with so many teams coming and going, it is quite sad the way the split's sort of evolved into now we're having 8 teams, 7 teams, you know, and it's you know, next week we're not even, you know, we might not even have 2 games next week. Yeah, we're going to have this break week that I don't know how much of an advantage it will be, but you know, fair play. It'll take time, but
First season, I guess.
yeah, true, exactly. You know, it's not going to be perfect first time.
Which
And-
I guess they wanted to get up and going, and then next split they just like fine tune it. I guess.
Yeah.
I think someone really wants BRE Ferum to come back. Shen on again.
Nah, that's not Bree. That's something else. That was LS.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. So what was Bree? What was your champion pool on Bree?
I mean, I didn't play on Bree. That's the thing.
Alright.
What he's talking about right now is I mean, I didn't technically play for them. I was doing tryouts.
Even I played on Black Rose.
Yeah.
Not for long.
That lasted long.
Not for long. Yeah, so my next question was actually going to be to you, Ferum, first of all. How do you think the split's going so far? But I feel like we've kind of covered that with Dan talking about FR going boom. But any way to summarise your split so far? You know, I know a lot of some FF wins are coming through, but did you expect to be as high as you are? You know, obviously with maybe you know you win and AMG lose, you might actually overtake them in the standings. If I just check that, so you are so you're one behind AMG.
They have to lose 2 games, and we have to win every game.
Have they 2-0'd you? Or
Yeah, the 2
okay,
us.
so okay, it might be rough to do, but did you expect to be so high when you put the team together?
I mean, now saying that sounds like, oh yeah, haha, you knew about it. Just saying like that, but I think so. Yeah, like I knew the ADC that I had, and I know he's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And from the start, like when we played, and like I was like meh about our team at the start, but then when we played and we like played against AMG, who was like already a top team, you can say. I think they didn't lose a game in that week, or like I think we played them second week or third week. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But like after we like almost won against them, I was like, yeah, like we can easily win from the point. And I was like, our players most likely aren't like the best players in their role, except maybe on ADC. But we're still, I feel like, top 3, you can say, and like kind of versatile in champion pools and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I have like a good grasp of what people want to play, how people play, and how to, get them kind of together to then like actually win. Plus, obviously, we got like a lot of free wins that like kind of made it way easier. But
yeah, but
I
you
feel like
said before
I'll-
that. I was just gonna say, like you said before, a lot of the teams that you would have been facing with the forfeits, you probably would have beaten anyway, right? So
yeah, I think our forfeits were like the only team that I think was a forfeit that would have been, I think, a challenge, you can say, was Team Abandoned.
yeah, yeah.
'Cause that was like in last minute FF, I'm pretty sure. But other teams, SRG, we never played against SRG teams. I think they were always FF'd. Plus,
Yeah.
I think they went. I'm not sure if they ever played. But
yeah, we played against them.
yeah, and what I heard was like they aren't really good. So
No, even I
I
won
will-
against them with ADC. So, yeah, they weren't very good. Corky will rise from Dan.
yeah.
I'm a big Corky fan, but more mid. But yeah, so same question to you, Dan. Did you expect to be like, okay? So say more teams were obviously the 12 were taking part. Did you expect coming into the split like it would be playoffs? Like obviously it was for fun, but then you could come in, kind of change the dynamic a bit. You started winning games. Obviously, the big win against Igni. Like, did you expect to be comfortably in playoffs or struggling or not even in there? Like,
I don't know. I never really thought about getting into playoffs much. I found at the start of it, just enjoyed playing fives.
yeah.
I thought it was like just a fun thing to do.
yeah,
And then as the split went later on, people started talking about playoffs. I was like, that'd be alright, I guess, if we got
Yeah.
into it. It'd be fun to like play more games. But yeah, I never really thought about how we would do in standings. Just played the games.
fair enough. What was that? W Israel first will rise.
That was the game we played against.
Oh,
Wienerschok.
yes.
Bounce had an XD performance in the Ezreal game.
Yeah, he was certainly bouncing out of that game.
Jinx.
So on to my next one. Personally, Ferum, do you feel like you played to your standard? Do you feel like you obviously playing support has changed, but now you're obviously going to go back to top lane. Do you feel like you played to your level or like better than you expected?
In support.
Yeah.
I think so, kinda. Even though my champion pool got kinda hit. Like in the first few weeks, I would say it was really rough because I was like not really proactive. I was just, still used to the Igni bot lane, just chill, let the rest kind of do stuff because of thingy. Because we had like really good jungler, or like in general, like our top side was like the best in the game, in the league. So I was like, yeah, why not? We don't have to really do anything, but if you like do something, then that's cool.
Yeah.
I think I was still in the kind of mentality, but like playing more games and learning more from players like my ADC and in general from other games. As like, if you learn matchups and everything like that, you can like easily like punish people because no one is like god tier player or whatever. So it's like pretty easy to punish. Like hitting like a couple of skill shots or like whatever, and then like engaging or knowing when you're 2v2 or like freezing, putting the enemy in a bad position is like makes it really easy for you then to win. And then when you're already really good with your ADC and like synergy wise, or like have the best ADC, I would say it's like pretty easy now. So I was like quite happy with our performance
Okay,
a lot
fair
of
enough.
weeks.
What about you, Dan? Because obviously, you know, because you're both pretty similar, you're both pretty chilled when it comes to, I feel like, expectation and how you think about your own performance. But Dan, do you feel like you've played well, or do you feel like you could have played better?
Oh, I definitely could have played better. I feel like when I got champs that I main in solo queue, it was alright, but then they're not really 5s champs. So I'd end up playing, I don't know, something that I was like alright at and didn't just straight up in on, but I couldn't like necessarily get lane dominance.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, or especially at the start of the season, I'll play like fucking Lulu or Janna or some shit and just sit behind Janik or stand in front of Yannick and shit and just shield him,
Yeah.
which is alright, but you can't really do much
Yeah,
aside
true. Yeah.
fucking smash your face against the keyboard
I
in team fights.
was going to say, because, you know, obviously things like Pike and Leona, they do work quite well.
Yeah.
You know, we've got the memes about Braum, which is quite funny. They're a good laugh. But yeah, I feel like when it comes to champion pool, there's a lot of things that can be played. I feel like a lot of people are quite afraid to play them though, especially this split. When people are playing things that they really want to play, and it doesn't pull off, you know, they become afraid to play it again. You know, that's the thing I
Yeah.
find. And then because one team might pick super standard, you know, say AMG for instance, you know, they'll pick like super setup. You know, they'll have tank top, engage jungle, mage mid, support bot lane, right? So like that sort of setup, if you were to try and play, you know, Kled or like Yasuo or like Brand and things like Leona, and it gets punished easily, you won't want to play them again.
No, I mean especially in 5s. Like I know solo queue and it's Fiesta, but like you're not really scared to try and make things happen in solo queue.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're playing against people you at least semi know, you don't want to like mess up because
Yeah.
at least in solo you can just leave the after game lobby and never see them again.
True. Yeah. So it's a big thing. It's a good thing in a way though that we have this community. Though, like, you know, obviously it should grow next split if we get, you know, more teams in. Hopefully, you know, with this sort of content going up, yeah, it should be more frequent. But hopefully we just try and get more interactive things going. That was going to lead me to one of my other questions. Was like, what content would you like to see to have more teams be interactive with the community? Like, what would you like to have happen to say, you know, like SRG teams and things like that, to be more involved with it? Start with you, Ferum.
Show up to games.
apart from that, outside of actually playing
No,
the
I'm
games on a
joking.
Sunday, though, what would you
I'm not
think
joking.
could be done?
I would say generally like a post game lobby is pretty nice. Like they do it in LEC or
Oh, yeah, PGO. Okay, yeah.
yeah. I think that's pretty nice. Just in general, like always getting someone that was like, I don't know, maybe the last team that won, or like, or like in general like a winner from another team or something like that.
Mhm.
So you can like talk to him about like the whole games and everything like that. Cause that's kind of interesting, more to see like people's opinion.
Mhm.
And rest, I don't know. The podcast I feel like is really nice to do too. Like after a week, like there's a podcast or whatever, and then people just talk about the recent week, or the general league or something like. Maybe Steph could be on like a podcast where like they talk about like the whole league, how it's working out right now.
I was thinking about doing that actually.
Yeah,
I
or
was
like maybe a Steam Golem gets a Steam goal on and then talk about stats, like funny stats and stuff like that. If there's anything that could be
That's
done.
true. Yeah, because I feel like when there is, like, you know, Pike's done
Yeah.
a lot of good work when it comes to the league and stats. You know.
Yeah, the
Shout out
stats
to
are
him.
insane actually.
They're always, you know, they're so well put together. You find out how you're doing, like from the most minute thing down to, you know, your CSD at 10 and like just really finding out how good you are as a player. Statistically speaking, anyway. But yeah, like broadening the horizons in terms of getting more content like PGL. I think that's something maybe, you know, me and Cradden could start doing, or just one of us, you know, where like
Yeah.
you're on with maybe, say the game of the week, for instance, right, and then you've got, say it's like AMG versus Ignis, since there's top two, right, and you've got
Yeah.
Noah's on, and then you've got, I don't know, Jack or something like that, right? And then those two are on with either me or Crowd, and they're talking about the games, like stuff like that, and then maybe get like the MVP of the week,
Yeah.
you know, things like that, like coming on, someone who's like really performed well this week, just little things like that. So definitely that's a good thing going forward. What about you, Dan? Anything you think that could be?
I mean, I
added
pretty
towards
much
this?
agree with Ferum. I think it'd be cool as well to have like a podcast, I guess, before games, like I don't know, on a Friday or something, of like maybe casters or something, just talking about how they think stream games will go,
Oh,
who they think will win, like who they think like the best players will be coming out of the matches, all that kind of stuff. Just like predictions, I guess.
ooh, that'd be good. Yeah, maybe like a half an hour. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be quite good
Doesn't have to be
actually.
long.
Yeah, maybe me. Yeah, I'll put that in the caster chat after. I'll see if maybe Cradden's free tomorrow.
Because then you can just start.
Oh, maybe not
start a
tomorrow
discussion.
actually, because this weekend. But yeah, maybe for next weekend. You know, with the last set of playoff games coming up.
Mhm.
You know, me, Cradden, maybe Byron, CJ could sit, talk about the stream games. Who thinks going to win? You know, can FR beat Igni? Will they throw their game so we get into playoffs just to annoy Finish? You never know.
Someone tell Jack to give me his PayPal.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Come on, Jack. Just play something you've never played before. That we'll see. I mean, we're gonna have to play out of our mind to have a chance in that game. How do you think? So, going on to playoffs on a more serious firm, do you think that with your obviously the split coming into end, you know you've got playoffs guaranteed, and the top team is obviously looking like Igni. So,
Yeah.
do you think there are specific weaknesses without going into too much detail? Let them know. Do you think there are specific weaknesses you can exploit to win this split?
I think they are. I don't think they're unbeatable, to be honest.
Yeah, of course.
They have in general. I think they have in general really good macro when it comes to mid game. They have instantly an idea what they're doing. So from that point, like if they don't get behind too hard and like the cart is thingy, you know, if they don't get behind too much and then it's like really hard for them to come back, you just get run over, then I think they always, like, it feels like they always come back from that point.
Yeah.
But I'm not quite sure. I didn't really look into them because we don't have them right now. You can say we don't have to play against them. But I think there's some small things where you can maybe punch them. Because like and obviously you shouldn't be scared of anyone, but I think I should be kind of respecting them and know that they're a good team when it comes to mid game and I've had that. Yeah, it will be interesting.
Yeah, I think there are definitely flunkies saying to abuse Jack's mental. Maybe that could be a way to target them. I wonder if teams will actually scrim each other coming up.
In the week.
Yeah, like, you know, maybe this week, next week, you know, leading up to playoffs. I wonder if, like, you know, AMG will scrim Igni again, or I wonder if teams will start avoiding each other because they might want to hide something. I just wonder if that might actually happen.
Maybe from experience, I can talk maybe a little bit from experience. I think that's still fine. I think people would just scrim, but like if they like at the end of the bracket or something like that, they will scrim each other. But like not if you like, if Nox would be playing against Vino, they wouldn't like scrim Vino because that makes like almost no sense in terms of because both teams will just hide stuff and then just play the more standard stuff that are already shown, and that doesn't really help anything. It just like a stalemate. But if you play against other teams when you're like in general, like if you're like scrim Igni or something like that, and then try out stuff against them, and from then on, I think
Yeah.
that's kind of normal. But teams are already scrim league teams.
Oh, screaming
Uh,
teams. Oh,
Yeah, they're really awful, but
so bad. So many. Oh, like
yeah,
yeah.
there's
Last
yeah.
week, me and Dad, we played against a full diamond team, thinking, oh, this will be a good challenge, and we like stomped them first game so badly. And then we played Volibear top. What else did
Yeah,
we
I
play?
saw that. Oh, wait, what?
What else did we play? Oh, I was playing Sivir. Oh yeah, we had the Sivir
Oh, yeah,
brand playing.
oh my god, that game.
Oh, we fed so hard. It was just like.
Well, it's because we stomped the first game,
Yeah, I
right?
know. Yeah, like.
And then we were like, oh, let's just, I don't know, pick some rando shit.
Yeah, rank is just like it just really does mean nothing this split, but this season even. But just having a look at some of the chats coming up. Do teams still scrim? What is scrim? I play normals. Okay, see you. Weird flex. I mean, yeah, that's I'll get onto the fourth one, normal club later, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting race, the playoffs. I feel like if AMG can maybe shore up some weaknesses, maybe solo lane wise, they might actually have a chance of beating Igni. I'm not too sure.
I definitely do think Igni is some unbeatable machine.
Nah, they're not, but because when you're 17-1,
Yeah. They're most consistent when it comes to like
yeah,
that mid game.
you do look at them and you think, how do we beat this team? But
I feel like if you can get an early lead against them and you can hold the lead, it's fine.
Yeah,
That's what FR did when we were against them.
it's
that's what I meant. If they don't get too behind it, so it won't be rolled over, then
it's holding the lead. That's the problem,
Yeah.
That's the thing where you've got to you have to hold around the mid game where you are taking 20-minute objectives, things like that. So it becomes a bit more difficult, but yeah, it's doable. I mean, even for us, it can be doable. It's just going to.
I mean, FR's biggest problem is like if we get an early lead, we just end up throwing it. That's this first half of the split. That's all we ended up doing. We had like win early, fucking lose mid. So hard.
Yeah.
It was awful, but definitely if you can get early against Igni, I think you stand a pretty good chance.
Yeah, and I mean you've got I would say certain one tricky type champions you never know, like Yasuo's, things like that. Nox have a certain Yasuo player, the mid laner, in the mid lane. He could, you never know, get a few early ganks. I believe Venoshock have that as well. Could Yasuo be the key to unlocking it? I don't know, but it's just it's one of those champions that you just get a lead on and just you can take over a game. Maybe that's the key. You got a top lane split pusher, for instance, and you just get a few early kills, and then it becomes unstoppable. You just never.
I mean,
know.
Jack's really good in top lane, right? But he's like he never loses lane. That's like how he wins top lane. He just never loses it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what mid's like because I've not played against the mid. And their bot's good. They do the same. They just like play it well and just try not to lose.
Yeah, you got Sojin on mages. His
Zyra,
Zillion, his Zyra, his Zerath. Just plays them every game. Just there's so much damage. It's horrible to play against. But it's how they get away with it, And then you got Luke, who's obviously super consistent on Ezreal Sivir. And then if he does decide to play something more hyperscale like Jinx or Tristan, I'm sure he could.
It's just so hard, like when they play that well, I guess, and just like not losing lanes, it's hard to win the early.
Yeah. They put together a strong, and then obviously they've, I thought when Yosh stepped down, I thought, oof, you never know. But with Ventum coming in, he's someone that Funky just put that in chat. Don't forget our Serbian jungler.
This one plays tanks when we want him to.
Yeah, he told me repeatedly in a scrim to ban Sedge, but that was really funny. But yeah, with him coming in as well, it's like, okay, well, where's our weakness now? They've arguably got an equal jungler or better, and you just think about other teams try and bring out other players for an exploit to try and make their teams better. Maybe that will improve the quality of the league. we'll see. But
I don't think that should be the issue right now. I think it's about consistency for like teams. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, consistency is
Like,
key, but
I don't think the players are like. I mean, some are like D2 level and like way above the average, you can say, and then you can see it like on Igni.
well, you've got Axel. I mean, oof, yikes.
I mean, he was one of the best mid lane. I don't think.
No, he's good.
So-
He's a good player. Axel's a good player.
I mean, I don't think you should shut talk him. So, no.
I'm not shit talking him. No, he's a good player.
No, generally I think it's fine. Like competition is
Cookie chat.
obviously like if you're winning and it'll be like, haha, they are trash, they're trash, they're trash, and stuff like that. But I would, if the competition stays the same, but for that more consistently, like every team like shows up or like sometimes like that's fine. Yeah, then I would be way more happy than actually playing against full diamond teams.
What
Like
would be,
not full diamond teams, but like full D2 teams or something like that.
so Ferum, for you, I'll come to you Dan in a second. So for you, what would make you happy finishing this split?
Is it for your leg too? Hello?
What do you mean? What was that, sorry?
Your leg if you right now, wait a
What
second.
did I lag?
Hello?
Wait, my voice connected. Hang on. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me, Ferum?
Yeah, I can hear now, I can
Okay,
hear now.
I don't know what happened there. I think I got all expect something like that. Do you what's your goal for the split? Like, what would make you happy by the end of the split? Would it be winning the split, or would it be, taking Igni to 5 games? Like, what would make you think, okay, this has been a good split overall?
I mean, obviously winning is pretty nice.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. I mean, everyone knows that we are like a for fun normal team, so as long as we're having fun, I am really happy about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like winning would be obviously really cool because then it would be the first time I would win, after getting second place on LS and then way back in CL, or what was it, 6 or something on LS again. That was a a big yikes. Whoever remembers that should delete it from his mind. But yeah, I think if we got top 3, that would be fine for us. Like,
just saying,
obviously, if people would be saying, yeah, winning is the best and everything like that, but I personally would be fine if for the first team, for the team that I created basically, or like leaded, I think that's okay to be top 3 at least.
I'm just seeing some things in chat. Just in
Yeah, it's
split
happening again because I
screenshot
mentioned
this.
some random stuff.
AMG going to go undefeated with me. Screenshot this.
Okay.
No,
We will
Weedfish,
see.
does that mean undefeated
Yeah.
as in, like, say you went 2-1 but you won 2-1? Does that mean... like,
Yeah,
you won't
and
lose
I
a-
think he means undefeated, like
So,
till the split is over. Plus,
I'm just wondering if not a single game will be dropped with him in mid. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, you don't lose a set if you don't.
True, you don't lose, but you still lost a game. I don't know, I'm wondering. Anyway, but... Yeah, what about you, Dan? What's our goal now, Because obviously we're going to have to shore up a few things. We do have, a week and a bit to do so it's not too bad. What do you think? Do you think we can make it? Okay, he says we're not going to lose a single game. Okay, fair enough. All right. Someone screenshot that.
I reckon we smash Igni,
Mm-hmm.
then make it to playoffs, and then I don't know.
Well,
It depends if people.
I believe. Sorry to interrupt you. I believe if we beat Kaylee, and if Venoshock are beaten by Kaylee, we go through regardless of the Igni game.
Wait,
Right.
isn't Kaylee an SRG team?
Yes.
So,
Are
but
they
they did
gonna
turn
show?
up. They did turn up last week.
Ooh,
So
spicy.
there is a possibility that if Venoshock lose and we win, then we're through
Then we don't have to
already
be
because we have the head-to-head and we'll be even on wins. So you never know. If they don't turn up, then we're definitely we have to.
Yeah, if we
beat
make it
Igni.
if we make it to playoffs, it'll just
I'll be
fun.
happy if we make it to
I'll
playoffs.
be
I'd
happy.
be happy. Yeah. That would do me. That would If we made it to
that feels
playoffs and
bad
we had a good
when
run,
that's your target, making it to playoffs, it feels bad.
well, the way the split's gone, yeah, because it's not the best mental team. Well,
I'll be pleased with good games. Like, as long as we don't get smashed in all of our games that are coming up, as long as they're like genuinely enjoyable or close,
yeah.
or we smash, then it'd be fine.
Well, yeah, we have won one every week the past 3 weeks. So it's
It
just
wasn't
like
last week's win an FF win.
still went 1-1. So if you make it to playoffs, then you have to play the 4th normal team. Do we? Do 6th play 3rd and 4th place? Wait, no. I thought it would be 6. Oh yeah, so it is 6th through 3rd. Yeah, he's right. Yeah. So we would have to play Nox. So that could be quite good. I'd enjoy that. I'd enjoy playing Nox. Nox are we'd have to watch it for the Corki and the Yasuo, but.
I mean, we have seen what happened. 2 games before too, like in general the games that we played.
Well, Nox. I mean, if you didn't get Yasuo that game.
Yeah, if we didn't lose 3 of our bands.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know what he would pick.
Who's to blame?
I don't.
I actually don't.
Mitri, actually. I'll happily say that now. Mitri is to because we were going to literally ban Sedge, Braum, and Yasuo, and those are the things you picked. We couldn't believe. I was like, I'm
Mitri
actually really annoyed at this.
Mitri getting 2-week banned was actually not his fault though. Like, he wasn't toxic. He just said idiot. He gets like an instant 2 week.
I mean, that happened on Nox too, so.
It's so.
So I think.
Yeah, I wonder what else he said.
think
He said
he's
idiot, and then he was like, 2-week ban. And it's like, oh fuck, for God's sake.
He must have said something else.
I know,
Maybe
there's no way. I've said much worse than that, not being banned. Mitri loves getting perma banned. Yes, Joey probably does, but no, it's not perma. It's only 2 weeks. You can play on it again, but yeah, that losing those 3 bans, and then I picked up Bonk and it didn't really. He got early kills, and then Wayne decided to gank with it all, and then he died, and then
I think I said that.
it fell apart. So it was like 2-0 in the first 5 minutes. It just fell apart so fast.
When did we play against you like the first time? When was that?
I don't know. I wasn't playing, thankfully.
That was you wasn't playing. So that was harder competition. Week 9? No, I was before.
Harder competition.
I think it was like around week 1 or 3.
Yeah, it was early. I can't even remember it.
Yeah, because it's not in the schedule I posted.
Alright, so
this is good.
Roughly 20 minutes left. I've obviously got a few things in mind. So my next little segment should be quite a fun one as we get some wheelchairs spammed. I don't hear that saying that. Hopefully not me. Please not me. I've had enough. How much do you think? I'll let either one of you go first. How much do you think bot lane is made up of the support? Of a percentage, and why?
Oh, I reckon it's like 80% support.
Why would it be? Why is it 80% of support for you?
Well, because the ADC literally can't do shit. If they're like support is non-existent, the ADC just can't CS. But then likewise, if the ADC is non-existent, the support's just fucked. But most of the time, if you have like let's say like a Thresh or a Leona, if they're a good support, they'll just carry the lane. The ADC will get fed, and then the ADC carries.
Do you feel like in that case supports don't get enough credit?
I mean, support is just like the heal bitch, right? That's what they get. That's what they get when they sign up for it.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, like that's why last week when I did the MVP, like I've been turning my votes a lot more now. I've not been as blind and thinking who deserves it. So like when Castle, whatever, Incarnation got fed on the Yasuo.
Yeah.
I gave it to Charlie because Charlie set him up. Charlie was everywhere he needed to be against AMG. And then obviously Ferum with you. The amount of binds you landed, that set your team up. You deserved it. So it's like little things like that. But yeah, I feel like supports far enough don't get enough recognition.
It's because a lot of people only see the kills, right? They don't take into account all the vision that support gets, all the pressure that they get from like, I don't know.
A lot of people just see the deaths too.
Yeah.
Oh, support's died 10 times. It's like, well, I guarantee at least half of those are probably because he's dying because of someone.
He's dying to save someone, or
yeah, he's just like, okay, I'll die. You live. It's like, I don't know. Saying David best support in the league. I'd put him up there. I'd argue one of the best. Yeah.
I think the reason is just general how like everything works with support is not really a flashy role. Like there are some picks that are kind of flashy, and if you want to do something flashy, you have to do it like perfectly, or like it has to be highlighted by the casters or something like that. If you like can remember like the times where like I think C9 played and Zazel did like a Hex Flash. Not quite sure where it was. I think it was Worlds or whatever. And he would like did a Hex Flash over the wall and then like stunned the one guy like completely instantly, and they won the fight from that.
Yeah.
I think like there's like a couple of stuff that makes it you get like Spotlight as a support, but generally you don't really get Spotlight because you're the support, like the name says. You're more supportive rather than actually doing something crazy than like I don't know, just like one-shotting 3 people at the same time, or like if you do something flashy, then it has to be like extra rather than like.
But what was the game? What was the game Smoothie had? Was it against TL? I can't remember. Smoothie, obviously on TSM. He had an unbelievable game where he just like he caught like every roam mid. He was just everywhere he needed to be. He was even top lane at one point now for rotation. And it was just like games like that, Smoothie like 1v9, and like the casters picked up on that. And I remember seeing Vulcan, who plays for, is it Koch?
Yeah.
I think it's Koch. He did like an Alistair play where like he met the flash, and then like flash combo. It was just like things like that, just like oh boy. And then another one I can't remember. I think it was Wadid, who uses Devour under tower, but then he instantly uses R after, so he get another Devourer to R this AD carry out. I don't think you can do that anymore. I wasn't sure. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was just like little things like that you see, you're like, holy shit, like, that's so...
Yeah, that's true.
That's so good.
Like one thing that Noah says in Twitter right now, the people that supports get a lot of credit. Yeah, compared to before, like season 2 of 3 or whatever, supports get like way more credit, and I feel like you can actually like...
Oh, was it not okay, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like in general like the role is, like it says, a supportive role. Yeah. So like in the past there was like, I'm pretty sure like people on Twitter even posted like they tried to make support more of a desirable role. Well, like season 2 you were basically a ward bot, right? So you were basically a ward bot, so no one played that role. So like why would anyone look at that when you're like not do anything special, right? And I think over the couple of years, like support was more changed into a role where you have actually impact, rather than like you have impact in terms of your items, rather than you only look at the kit. When like, if you look in the past on Alistair, right? His Q was like the knock up and the stun, right? But
changed it to a Z from the heal.
Yeah, like support champions, I think in the past were like not really item dependent. They were just like around the kits. So from now, like it changed a lot. And yeah, obviously now supports have like so many items, and I feel like supports are actually kind of broken in terms of the items that like I am more kind of, you say, not overpowered, but like they have a lot of impact now more than ever, and people learn how to like roam and stuff like that with backslash into like it's just a lot of stuff you can do now than before, and even I feel like
champs.
Yeah, even the champs. Yeah, like if you look at Pyke, like
exactly
the newest iteration, like being the kill support of resets and stuff like that. Like Pyke is most likely the most flashy support with Rakan, I would say.
Also, like the never shift is like play. I mean, you don't really see people playing J4, but I remember there was a time where people played J4 support.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it was in Korea. It was that. It was, well, to be fair, it was Spirit playing it, and then it kind of died. But he had a few games where he was playing the EP job and support, and it was just he had Zhonya's and he would like EQR Zhonya's, and they somehow won that series. But yeah, it's little things like that. But now you see Galio.
Yeah, I mean it's just the meta. That's it. Because also then you look at like Ardent meta, whereas if you didn't play Jan or Lulu, you lost.
Yeah. Well, do you well, my last question for move on. Like, do you feel this meta is better than the Ardent meta? The fact that you can play things like Thresh, Galio, even Gragas, things like that. These engage.
I don't know. I got loads of E11 Ardent meta. That felt really good.
But I mean, like from a fun perspective.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I'm pretty biased because I like don't really play enchanters, but I would say yes. I think it's more to it's better than like it's better for a spectator to see like I don't know, like a fresh pop off hit a really good hook, or Rakan like engage really good, or Elastar engage. I don't know. I feel like that's way better because then it's actually like having team fight comms rather than be like I give you a shield and now the tank engages and the support puts the shield on and
Yeah.
you just sit there and the ADC just like has like a 400 shield on him that holds for 6 seconds, and then he gets like 3k gold value from the Ardent plus like from everything basically. I think that was not interactive. I felt like that was temp elo, and I think there was one guy or like a YouTube video where like when the season changed and the runes changed, right?
Yep.
I think that was season 7 or when was Ardent again? Was it 7? You think so, right?
Yeah. For which?
Yeah, like season 7 was Ardent, and then season 8
Yes.
was like
Yeah.
and then the runes changed, right? And then Aaron was like, why is my bot lane always 0-12? Either 0-12 or 12 and 0.
Yeah.
And then one guy said like it's because of kinda because of Ardent, because it was really temp elo, but there was like either then the meme was happened with better bot lane wins, right? Because either you have like the AD carries 12 and 0, or you have the ADC was at 0-12.
Still happens every game.
Yeah, I mean of course it happens, it's normal. But
Oh, that's frustrating.
it's just like he said, because it was Ardent meta was for ADCs and supports like temp elo, you can kind of say, because like you don't really have to do anything. You
Let's play
don't
Channel.
have, yeah, you kind of skip fundamentals like thing you would sell LS.
Yeah.
But and then like positioning, you would learn that you have like a lot of bad habits, and then they get exposed, stuff like that. And then from then on, I would say no. I think Ardent was shit.
Still, yeah. I mean, they obviously tried to push it towards that now, but it's still not even.
Yeah, just because of variety. The other ones see
It's still not there.
Leona, Alistar every game, and then like they won't have to viability.
So I was gonna say the last segment we do have is the questions.
Yeah.
And Joel's coming or received at Ferum. Hello, big fan by the way. What is your favourite junk food and nicer food? And what support do you hate the most? I think it's 3 questions rolled into one there.
Okay. So favorite junk food. I would say pizza. I would just give it here and say pineapple pizza is S tier. So clip that.
Oh, pineapple! Like
Pineapple pizza is S tier. If you get a good one, then it's S tier.
Gross.
And nicer food. I'm not quite sure. I generally like eat I like a lot of food. I don't really mind eating anything. I don't know. I didn't have like something that is like nicer food that would be like, oh, that's on point. That's really really good. Maybe like I don't know, good steak or something like that. Like the most generic thing. And what supports I hate is that for
what support
the
do you
players?
hate the most? One support you hate the most?
the players or the champions? That's the
Probably
question.
champion.
So Joel, type in chat if either the players or the champion.
Yeah, and Dan, there's Funky saying Adrian, I remember he's on Immortals, had almost a perfect split playing Enchanters into Thresh and Alley. Yeah, and he did mean champ, by the way.
Yeah. Which support champ I hate the most? That's a free question. I would say Zyro by far.
Yeah.
She is just out to win lane, and you can drool in your keyboard and be like, "Oh shit, I missed my Q. Fuck,
So
that
what?
thing has like one. First of all, that shit has like 800 range. Second of all, the hitbox is fucking large as fuck. And third of all, if you don't fucking hit it, you can just press W at the same time while you like press your Q. Be like, oh wait a minute, I missed that shit. Let me just press W and spawn fucking 3 plants who fucking point and click.
Yeah, and they have a range of like fucking. You could stand in your fountain.
Yeah, they have like it says they have like 500 range, but it feels like they're like 500 or like 600 range and fucking shoot you
Kaden
down
ulti.
every time. You'll be like, oh wait a minute.
There's my health gone.
Yeah, you'll be like, oh shit.
I need to
I
check
was
the
saying it's
response
slower
to
than
that.
Braum.
Yeah, for sure.
Braum is actually... He's so obnoxious. Get out of
Yeah.
my lane.
Yeah, I wish I should have muted my mic quicker. Mom came in. So
Wait,
should we start?
Flunky, you can hear me. Was big joke or
No,
not?
it means mute me because you can't hear Ferum talking because of Mom saying she's hungry.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
So this is at you, Dan. At Fabulence, will Yoichi be making a return for your game versus Igni?
No.
That's a good shout. No, we could actually.
He was so good. Like his macro was so nice, but he was busy with his other team a lot.
Mm.
So like we didn't get much practice in with him. So we'd always have during that period of time. I think we had like one scrim where the whole team was there, and then every other scrim was just like a sub or a fill. So then it made it so hard to like actually practice things with the team because
Having
I didn't-
filter states.
Of course, Yannick can ask questions. Can you ask questions? And welcome to the stream, Yannick. But you're only 54 minutes late. But I think. No, I think you're right in what you say. But I'm just trying to think of if that would be a good opportunity to have him back, and then maybe might give us a chance. Need the Kings.
I know that's still kind of
just
cheesy
come
asking him, "Oh,
Yeah.
can you come back just to help us beat one team?" And then you
Yeah.
win again.
At Fabulence from Received. What is your strategy to beat Nox?
Keep our 3 bands.
So keep 3 bands. Ban Sejuani.
Yeah, and Yasuo.
Yeah.
And Braum, actually. Fuck
Yeah,
Ferum,
sure.
Braum.
So ban those 3. We're fine.
I think I'm still undefeated at shit champion.
Oh, he's so cancerous.
Don't leak too much. Who? So Yannick is asking, or our co-star is asking, at Olympia, said about Fabulence, who was the best ADC NFR ever had, and why is it not Demo?
I don't know, I reckon it was Titan back in old
Oh.
FR.
The old Titan, but this must have been before he moved to mid.
Yeah,
Oof.
just because he's not Yannick.
This
And
is
then why is it not Demo?
this was
I don't
going to
know,
throw
Demo's-
me to my next point. Was that where's the trash talk? I'm surprised this section hasn't really come up yet. But yeah, go on, you go then. Why is it not B? Of course it's not B. I'm just I would need a few more weeks, months, years to get good at carry again.
Nah.
Why throw bans at Ferum? He stands behind Dan anyway. From Flunky. I don't know. Dan, you're dead to me. Oh boy.
Yeah, unlucky Yannick.
Do you have
I'm
do you have any questions for people in chat? Any trash talk towards me? I mean, last time Sabbath and Jack just ended up trash talking me for 10 minutes, so that was.
I hate trash talk.
So, what about you,
I don't
Ferum? Anything for me?
Yeah, I think you should have played LeBlanc. When you played LeBlanc, you should have taken Glacial Argument. I feel like that would have been a little bit better.
Probably would have done more for my team, to be fair.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Generally, yeah.
Keep going.
Eh.
Keep going. That's what it's here for. I could take
It's
it. I'm
under
fine.
one roll, Demo.
Yes, stick to run roll and team.
Okay, alright. It's fine though, because I had 3 months of Igni trying to break me down. Didn't work. So I feel like I can deal with anything at this point. So
Yeah, trash talk.
from Axel laughing at my LeBlanc and
Yeah.
me laughing at his Yasuo, I think we're even on that one.
No, I don't think there's enough trash talk, but like, I am just I want to play against AMG again, and this time like, not have 20 minutes, so we have to be
Oh yeah, yeah.
XDing really hard.
Once I got context of that game, I was like, wait a minute, what happened here?
Oh yeah. They get
Yeah,
that
I mean, I'd
really
like to see that. I'd
Let's
like to
fuck
see that rematch, but
it was fun to play. Everyone was chill about it. No one really tilted. It was really funny because our top laner was like, I think that was his first week, and then he was like, wait a minute, we have only 20 minutes. And I was like, and then he was like, everyone was laughing, so it was pretty good.
Zedobev.
Yeah.
So a question from received to me: what ADC do you int the most on? Ooh. What do you see that in the most on? Oof. I'm trying to think of that actually. Probably Ash. I find her fun to play. It's good just clapping people with an arrow, but I find the amount of AIDS things you come up against in solo queue, she gets punished, but she's really fun to play. I love playing Ash, but yeah.
I like Ash.
Yeah, but you just like if you're up against like Riven and Shaco's and
My ADC likes playing Ash too, right?
oh, she's just such a
Missing
really fun
arrow
champion.
feels Batman.
Can't end with only blue KDAs. I've not got only blue. I have some green actually. With that negative win rate comes some green. So my account's very unfortunate. So it's a good job I've got another Smurf, courtesy of Tim. Thank you, Tim. Quick shout out. Right, what's the other question? At Olympia, how do you like the new brand skin? Brand one trick for the rest of the split? Question mark.
Oh, it came out. Yannick bought it, and then I played it in a game.
0-8.
In a scrim. I think I went like 0-8.
You were 0-8 because you could offer me nothing.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
I got stunned by one and then died. It was Pantheon, Varus, Blitzcrank.
Oh yeah, but let's face it. Even if I played any other support,
Nah, it wouldn't have mattered.
we would have just died anyway. They were just fucking running us down.
Good thing I only play Corky now from Agent Lightbulb. You only have green champs. Lysandra Galio.
I mean, green champs for green KDA, you know?
Yes. I miss you, Dan. Yeah. Green blood. Do I have green blood? I thought I had blue blood. I've got green. Probably I've got green blood. To be fair. You haven't seen what I've been playing on my Smurf though.
No, someone should what's called?
Here's a question for you, Dan or us. Why did FR move Demo down to ADC and put Mitri mid? Well,
Mitri probably fell off a playing ADC with me, to be fair.
Nah, I'm not fed up. No, you're not bad anyway, it's me. But anyway, I'm the bad one out of our lane. But the reason being was because Mitri was more practiced in mid than he was in AD carry, and I could just play Ezreal Silver and just sit back and be like, I could be more consistent and just play safer. Whereas he's a little bit more aggro, but then he just one tricks LeBlanc anyway. He's like, I can play Listen, I can play Zoe and Syndra, and he just plays LeBlanc. So I mean, I don't know, maybe he just plays LeBlanc, but that was the idea behind it. I'll be probably back to mid though. We'll stick him on Silver because we want to win games. Kappa. Nah, I'm kidding. But I don't know. Dan, you were on the fence when I asked you, weren't you?
Yeah, I don't really care who I play with.
That really annoyed me.
Unlucky.
And then Nova said he liked me mid because I was more vocal and had a wider pool. Wayne said he liked Mitri because he played LeBlanc more and he was aggressive. That was his only reason. Pike didn't care. So yeah, it was kind of hard to get an opinion. But anyway, move on. What team will play for the first KO?
The team that loses.
I was going to say it'd be me versus.
Hopefully, no one.
I was going to say it'd be me versus Igni, but I don't want to. That'd be revealing too
Champ is
much.
fucking trash.
It's garbage champ.
Nah, I don't know. I mean, Pusk, I'll give you enough for my PayPal. Jesus, I've given you enough money. But yeah, she's not. I don't know. I see her a ton in solo queue, and I just find she's just so. Very
garbage.
Very unrewarding.
Do anything.
Very unrewarding, you know.
Like solo queue was won in early game, and then they're just like, wait until 40 minutes, please.
Level 11, level 16, whatever, yeah. But next question would be, why did FR not pay me for getting them a free win versus Igni? Well, there's still time, to be fair, but you are also an admin, so you'd have to drop your admin rates, come back as a sub, then we'd PayPal you probably half before and half after. And then that way, payment's done. We beat Igni, we get playoffs, right? And you go back to being an admin. But, favourite caster in EQ at Ferum?
That's a no-brainer. Credden by far.
Thanks. Yeah, to be fair, I'd pick Cradden as nothing. So. Cradden, I love Cradden. He's just so good. Give me a paper. Ask MHG to play Kale. Yes, MHG he'll play Kale. I've seen his Nocturne. I'm sure he can play Kale the same way.
Oh, the Nocturne game. Whew.
Oh my god, that was
fucking.
that was the worst thing I've ever seen. Level 16 she's OP though from received. I'm betting EMG because they play late game in season 9. Oh, I heard a rumour if FR make it to playoffs they won't play anyway from Funky. It's not true now. Me and Dan decided last night what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep together.
Play it out.
Yeah, keep together, keep it going. See how long we can last. Give it a good go. Any more questions though? I'm hoping more questions. Have you two got any questions for anyone in chat? Any questions for me? Each other?
No.
Questions
not
about
really.
life?
No, I'm questioned out.
Questions
Same.
out. Questions out. Alright, well, I'll give that a minute, see if anyone has any more questions. If not, then obviously just end the show, sum up, outro. But we'll give it a minute, see if there's anything about. If I missed anything actually. Play late game but still beat you. Lol from Noah. So that'll be a little dig at you.
I mean,
Joe?
the first game
And,
against AMG was you would say should have been a win for us, but unlucky happened. But that's what I meant when I talked about our team in the first week,
Mhm.
because we already almost won against AMG. They had that really good call, so they got the free bet and we didn't respect that. But we should have won the game.
There we go.
We didn't.
Maybe you should have, yeah, but that's the thing. I think any team can be beaten. Just finding the keys to do that, and I feel like if teams really because I was thinking that with the game I casted the Venushal game, where oh god, like I said, whoever it comes into a draft will win. You out drafted them so hard, it was unbelievable. You had 3 winning lanes, even though the Aurelia was behind. You should have had 3 winning lanes, and yeah, just it was too easy really from that point on. But did you have a good time today at Nox Devo, at Ferum, at Fabulence from Received?
Yes.
Yes.
Big good time. I had a good time. It was good.
I enjoyed Downtime and Demo.
Oh, why is it not with?
Same.
Why is it not with? Why is it not?
Downtime and Demo.
I told him before as well. I didn't notice it. I said, "Can you put with?" And he still put and. Just don't know. I think he's in a scrim right now as well, so I can't. He's not even here. I can't even be him. But all right, guys, that's going to be the end of the second podcast. Downtime with Demo with Ferum Olympia. I'm hoping that either the next one, and Demo. I'm hoping the next one will either be, will either be casters. It'll be like the maybe a little 30-minute segment on the playoffs, or maybe junglers. Maybe that will know. We shall see. But until next time, have a good night. Goodbye.